Welcome adventurer to my Caves of Lore guide, and today we're gonna talk about character creation. When I first time started this game, I was really confused how to create my character, what stats to choose, and what about classes. And especially we're gonna focus on builds. So, if you find this video useful, don't forget to like it. And let's start, let's go friends! First of all, remember there are no character classes in the game, and you can choose any path you want. Be a mage with a silvery skill and two-handed axe? Why not? But personally I prefer a more classical approach. I love to choose my role and stick to it. And that's what we're gonna do in this video. We will pretend like there are classes in Caves of Lore and we will create our characters according to this. Second, when I create my character, I want to know what companions I will meet in this game, cause you know your party will consist of 6 party members, and I want to make a balanced team. I don't want my team consist only from mages or from warriors. So through the game you will meet 2 berserkers, 1 cleric, 1 ranger roach kind of character, 1 bard, 2 mages and 2 fighters, and 1 very mysterious character. But I will not tell you more about them, cause it will be a spoiler. I think this will be enough for you to plan your party in advance. And now let's quickly talk about your stats. Each stat will be responsible for some attributes and also for some skills. The base is always 10, and this all works like some kind of multiplayer, so each point above 10 will add 10% to all of these skills and attributes, and when you deduct a point it will mean minus 10%. Let me show you a quick example. We will increase our spirit by 5, and that means 50% bonus. And if in game your identify skill, for example, was 4, we will add 50% and it will be 6. So actually your identify skill, which is 4 right now, will act like 6. I just hope you got the idea. And there are few more things I want to tell you about these stats. So there are no usual endurance here. Its role will be played by resistance. Yes, it's your main source of hit points, it's very important. And mages. Mages will need spirit and mind, both of them. Because one is responsible for your mana point and other for spell damage. You will definitely need both of the skills. And now let's jump into the builds. And in my guide I will not decrease any stats, so you feel free to experiment. I will just name you what stats is important for this class or for other, but I will not decrease other not so important stats. And the first build will be a warrior, a classical fighter. And for fighter, strength, agility and resistance will be important. And I suggest you to put points somewhere like this. So let's do it like this one, and let's add 1 to speed. We will need it. And from traits you can choose any weapon prophecy. Blade will be good, axe will be good, club will be good, hammer and reach also will be good. So choose just what you like most. Now Barbarian Build. Also strength will be important, resistance will be important, and this time speed will be important. So let's put more points in strength, a little bit less in resistance, and rest of the points we will put in speed. And from traits you can choose any weapon prophecy, but I will choose something like two-handed weapons. So blade will be good, axe, club, hammer and reach. Yes, almost all weapons prophecy. And later you will get a mighty trait, and it will be extremely useful for barbarians. And now let's create a classical mage build. For mages, spirit, mind and resistance will be important. Spirit will give us a spell damage, Mind will give us a mana point, and always keep in mind, some high level spells require such an amount of stats to be casted. 6 is the maximum tier of the spell, and the spells of this level will require you to have 20 in spirit or in mind. But you know what, you can increase it to 19, cause there will be obelisk in these games, and they will increase each stat by 1, so you will get 20. And yes, there will be no option to keep all these attributes, you will have to decrease some of them. And add something to mind and few points to resistance. Mage will look someone like that. Of course, you can choose not a spirit but mind and put 19 points in mind and 15 into the spirit. The best traits for classical mage will be Agent of Destruction and, believe it or not, but Summoner. Yes, Summoner also have a large variety of very powerful spells. It will be a good choice. Rogue will need agility, mind and speed. Why mind? Cause you see this arm. Rogue will need some of these skills, and they are very good, like survival, identify. So let's put a few points in mind, 1 in strength, and all other points we will put in speed and agility. So classical rogue will look someone like that. And from traits, I advise you to choose blade or bow prophecy. For cleric, spirit, resistance and speed will be important. So let's do something like this. Of course, we will put a few points in mind, a few points in resistance, and all other points we will put into the speed. And from traits, there will be a few good schools of magic, like Protector or even Magical Alchemist. They will be perfect for Cleric. Let's create a classical ranger, so strength, agility and speed will be important. Let's do something like this. Let's put 1 point here, 15 points in this, and yes, we will have a perfect ranger. The best traits for rangers will be, of course, blade or bow prophecy. Bow is the perfect one. Alchemist, the master of potions, will require agility, spirit and mind. So let's put some points in agility and a lot of points in mind. Let's decrease and spirit. And from traits, the best trait for Alchemist will be, without any doubts, the Arcane Conduit. And the last build I will show you today will be a bard, a musician, and for bards agility will matter, spirit will matter, cause you see music skill, and speed also for a music skill. So let's put agility to 15, spirit we will put to 14 and speed also to 15. And from traits there will be a perfect trait for bards, and it's called, oh my god, Binder. If you want to play a bard, choose Binder. And in the end, friends, I want to say, always keep in mind that all these builds is just examples, so feel free to experiment. And I want to know what kind of character you created for yourself, so leave me a comment. And I was very glad to see you all here today, and I hope to see you in my next video, so meet you there.